One of the most exciting developments in CyberCube's calendar so far this year has been the launch of our new product, Broking Manager. I'm Yvette Essen for CyberCube, and Owen Shetrick, Director of Product, is here to talk about that exciting launch. Before we talk about Broking Manager itself, Owen, perhaps you could explain to me a little bit about brokers and analytics and the role they play together with the cyber risk landscape.
We see brokers and the opportunity for brokers to be a trusted advisor that's both impartial and thorough, that companies can leverage and rely on to not only understand their cyber risk and sources of threats and loss, but also quantify financial exposure as a result of cyber risk in the context of making insurance purchasing decisions.
We just launched our new product, Broking Manager. Can you tell me a little bit about that? How have we gone about thinking how brokers can assist their clients?
At its core, Broking Manager is built to help brokers quantify, understand, and explain to their clients the sources and financial impact of cyber risk exposure. The ultimate goal is for us to help brokers place more cyber business with better informed clients. And so we spent a lot of time speaking with brokers and ensuring that we understand their workflows, friction points, and team composition. And we worked very hard to make sure that Broking Manager can fit seamlessly into their existing workflows while providing a really powerful tool that enables brokers to be that trusted advisor that we just spoke about when it comes to making decisions on coverages and limits.
Can you dive into some detail about Broking Manager? How does it differ from other products that already exist out there?
That's obviously an important factor. And, how did we think about this, and how is the way that we think about this problem different than those that are in market today? And I think that this is actually a question that's broken down into two questions. The first is, how are the features different than other products? But the second is, how are the expectations of the user different for our product compared to others that are in the market? And one of the important things that we learned during our research is that companies look to brokers for advice on cyber insurance and not necessarily cybersecurity. And so what we did is make sure that rather than focusing on displaying the technical details of security, for example, open ports or expired certificates, to focus only on the information as it pertains to insurance. So for example, if you do have open ports or expired certificates, that makes you potentially at higher exposure from ransomware. And that's something that's relevant to insurance, and that's something that we highlight in the product. The other part of it, in the second half of this question, is what are the expectations of the user? And so if you look at many of the products that are in market today, you actually have to have a very a very detailed understanding of cybersecurity in order to be able to even explain the results of a report. And it becomes an issue when you think about generalist brokers or the broader population using these reports to have meaningful conversations with their clients. And so what we made sure to do is to use our product, you don't have to have any expertise in cyber security. We provide the context of all of the details and report information that we provide and how it relates to insurance in product, and make sure that it's easy enough to use that even the generalist broker can explain what the results are saying, but also has access to the detailed information if a client wants to dive deeper for the particulars of any report or any information that they're seeing.
Finally, would you mind explaining, Oren, how brokers should be leveraging Broking Manager to help assist their clients' needs?
Yeah, again, our ultimate goal with Broking Manager is to help brokers quantify, understand, and explain to their clients the sources and financial impact of cyber exposure. And there's three key things we'd like everyone to think of when thinking of Broking Manager and how they can leverage the product. The first is to quantify enterprise financial exposure as a result of cyber risk. The second is to benchmark the exposure of those cyber threats driving the financial exposure against relevant peer groups. And the third is using this information to educate their clients on how to make data-driven decisions on coverages and limits.
Aaron, thank you very much for giving us an outline on Broking Manager. More information about that product can be found on our website, along with a copy of a report we published recently looking at the role of intermediaries in placing cyber risk. Our website is cybercube.com. For Cybercube, I'm Yvette Essen.